I might just run all the way around it. We're almost at the edge of it. It's probably 20 minutes, you know, when I run a little bit and then turn around. I did see a sign before, but I didn't really understand it. And now I figured it out. Grutensee Rundweg, the round way. So this is what we're doing. We've reached the halfway point, 2.5 hours each way walking. All right, a little distraction from the running. Which animal made these prints is what, I guess what I reckon. Well, is that the snow, or is it like meant to be an animal around here? I guess it's meant to be an animal around here. Oh, because it snows here, yeah. So what do they have here? How many paws does a dog? It's got claws. Fox, maybe? Maybe fox? Fox! I think that is fox. Fox. Alright, here we go. Now this is bringing me joy. It's better than running, and it's better than the walking tour, I think. Yele, is that like live, maybe? Maybe it's like how many? What do you reckon? How many live here? Or what does it like do? I don't know. I'm going to say how many live here, and I reckon, I don't know, 2,000 or something, maybe. 2 bis 3. 2 and 3. It's like how many of them, maybe with the antlers, but 2 and 3. So at least I was correct in the sphere, wasn't I? I guess the answer should be a number. Numbers, not words. I mean, that's half of it, isn't it? So a group of the rowan, I guess, those steers. Yaga. I mean, it hinges on that, really, doesn't it? Ayo, ayo. Oh, maybe it's like what tells you the age of the group of them. The antlers, I reckon. Antler. Das Antleren. Sprung. Ah. Okay, well that was wrong. Well, no points there. I think it was telling us we were halfway, like here. But that's probably if you started here. But we started here. So I think this is our halfway. We've got to still go all that way. It rains 10 million square meters. Look, it creates enough electricity for 1,300 households. And it creates, I think this is like the habitat for the water voles, the amphibians, there you are. Is that? Dieblen and Andrea, and Kleintier. Tier is animal, klein is small, the small animals. That's nice. Little butterfly there. That's cute, isn't it? A little fishes down there. No. That's good. And then, you know, like recreation and exercise maybe or something. Look at this dude. It's like me. Yeah, so we've fully understood. Oh, maybe it's like, that's how the capacity of it. 10 million square meters. So pretty sure we got the, well, this is some kind of rose, isn't it? You got, that looks like a rose to me, and it's got these are the rose hips. And I'm pretty sure I remember reading somewhere that they're good at this time of year. Like, you know, they're all in the, obviously the main time's in the sort of late summer, I think, when they'll come out. But then the winter, I think, maybe makes them less bitter, the frost. So, should we munch that? I reckon let's munch that. Yeah, it's pretty good. I just tried a tiny bit, but I think that is good. Here's what it looks like. Can you see? Hang on. I guess I've got these seeds. Probably just eat the seeds, don't you? Don't know about eating the seeds, but they're not. Yeah. But the flesh on it is pretty good. Yeah, I saw some video, I can't remember who it was, But he was saying that, you know, a lot of the forageables, you freeze them to make them palatable. Like, you know, obviously with agricultural stuff, we want to like heat it up like a chicken. You want to heat that up probably to make it good. But with a berry, I think maybe they're a bit bitter normally. I can't remember, maybe not. But when they're frozen, I think it, like, you know, breaks down the bloody proteins, or, you know, it breaks down something within them, the starches. Probably breaks down the starches, doesn't it? And then makes it more tasty. So there's a little top. Well, let's see if I die or not. But for now, no, okay, I'm not recommending it. Don't do that. In 2 days, this is the last day of the tour. We'll see how I'm feeling at the end of the tour. And if I'm still alive and I feel all right, it's not a recommendation, but, you know, at your own risk. Sun's out now. Tongue is burning a little bit from that thing, but let's see how it goes. But yeah, sun is always good. Yeah, what's that expression? You know, armed with just a little bit of knowledge, that's the most dangerous. Like, if you're completely, if you know nothing, then you're fine, because you're like, oh, I don't know anything. If you know loads, well, you're fine. You know loads about it. But if you know just a little bit, you're like, oh, I know a bit about this, and then that's how you die. My phone's telling me this is a Guelder rose. It's got these little buds on it, which seem to be aligned with the. Yeah, it says that this is edible when you cook it and put it into a jam. So this actually goes completely against what I was just saying, but it's mildly poisonous when raw. So we won't eat that one, but good to know. Guelder rose, lovely. Okay, so I've done a bit more Googling. So yeah, it says rose hips, you can eat them raw, but if care is taken to avoid the hairs inside, which can cause an itching sensation, and they're used to make itching powder. So yeah, I mean, I didn't do that, did I? I just ate it. So I definitely had that hair. So I think that's what's going on. I don't think I'm gonna die. I think I've got itching powder on my tongue. I can't see a bit of vans over there, so maybe we'll just try and run the last little bit back there. The wind chill, you know, the wind chill's insane. But, oh yeah, I didn't stay very long even again. Still went in. We've been in every day, so that's pretty good, even if we haven't done it much longer. But some days we did longer. Today was just too windy for it. Yeah, so I found this little 70-year bakery. So it's like 70-year-old bakery. Yeah, I got some stuff. Do you want to go in? Might as well go in the bag again. Do you want to go in the bag? Let's see, get in there. This is a Lagenbach bread. I don't know exactly what it is. Yeah, I don't know exactly what it is, but it looks pretty good. And then I got us this. It's a 12-month Bergkäse, and Berg means mountain, so it's a mountain cheese. 1 year age. She said this is the Schaffer. I think, do you remember that from the mustard? He said this is more Schaffer. It's like more strong tasting. So yeah, we didn't make it to the cheese factory. Maybe it's still possible. But I saw this and I thought, look, if we don't get it now, we might regret it for the rest of our lives. So I've done that. And then I've also got Milchkaffee, which I'm going to drink. So basically I'm trying to open the cheese with the aux cable, because I don't want to get out and get in the back. It's too miserable, isn't it? So we'll open this up. There you go, rip it. The dog's interest has peaked up a bit. You want to see? There you go, her nose is going a bit more now. She seems a bit more keen. Yeah, so we're ripping open this cheese. Yeah, she's pretty into it. You can't see it because I'm not very good at doing it with one hand, but she's definitely very keen on the cheese. So we'll probably give her a bit. No, I really like this. It's almost like a bagel. Kind of cross between a bagel and pretzel. Like chewy, salty. Really good. Really like that. I give that, and maybe I'm just hungry, I'd probably give that a 10. Amazing. That was really good. very creamy, but yeah, it's got the strong flavour, it's got the salt. It's almost like, I guess it's a bit between, like, cross between Emmental and Gruyere, I'd say. Like a kind of creamier version of Gruyere, but it's got that nice sharpness to it too. Almost like nutty, appley flavours in there. Loving it, absolutely loving it. That's a 10, this is a 10. Maybe even better than McDonald's. It might be better than the McDonald's, to be honest. It's really, I love bread and cheese, and this is a great bread. 70 years, 12 months, 71 years basically. And I managed to order it all in German. We spoke complete German to him. There are 3 types of cheeses: 5 months, 12 months. 12 months is more Schaefer, and then there was one with like something else on it which I couldn't really understand, but he said it's from the Blumen, from the flowers. I'm not into that, to be honest. Like cheese and then chili cheese or cranberry cheese, it's like, what's wrong with your cheese? Why are you putting that? What are you hiding, in my mind? I think that a good cheese should stand on its own, and if you find yourself adding apple to your cheese or adding cumin seeds or something, then you want to take a step back, reconsider your cheese making process, because I think you've gone wrong. So with that, we've got this milk cafe. Now this is how I spilt it on the first day, so I'm all for creating a circular story, but I don't want another copy like crap. But let's see. Yeah, I mean, it's quite bad. He went round the back, you know, it wasn't apparent. He didn't have the machine at the front, you know, he has to go around the back and something around. So it's like basically a vending machine coffee, but you can't even see the vending machine. This is like kind of too weak, which is, I don't need it super strong, but it's like the combination of the weak and then the just like bitter dirt taste. So yeah, coffee, I'd rate. I mean, it's still hot and good. I'd give it probably a 6. Bread 10, cheese 10.
Maybe it's time we got back to the basics of love. Let's go to Lagenbach, Texas, Waylon and Willie and the boys. She's a good-hearted woman in love with a good time and man. Will be coming home.
Quest for today, we're gonna go to the cheese factory. We're gonna have a drink from Lake Constance, which is the end of the Alpenstrasse. And number 3 is we're gonna enjoy our lives. Now, I've got a little life hack for you here. When you set your quest for the day, then you know, just make sure they're already achievable, because check this out, we're basically here at the cheese factory. Huh? Here you go, I'm sneaking a little look at the factory. No, we're not really meant to be in there, but there you go. You can see what's going down, and they're trying some stuff as well.
On a truck, then I got me a transmission and all the chrome. The little things.
It's a Bergkäse, so it's like an old mountain cheese. It's got a little bit sweaty from being in the car with that heating set up onto thing. We should probably try it, shouldn't we? Just put it like this, I guess. I like the other one better. It's more mild, this one, and it's also a bit sweaty and wet. And then I also got this one. Let's see that. So here you go, it's a blue, it was called Bavaria Blue. I'm partial to a bit of blue. So let's have a little go on this. No, that's really good. Definitely, I like that one. I think, to be honest, I still think that bakery one's the best one. But this is a good blue, and I'm going to enjoy eating that. I mean, she never eats this anyway, but I feel like it's... Put it there for her in case she wants it. Look. Oh my God, nearly spilled it all. Yeah, I'll put that there and then she can have that if she needs it, but she normally doesn't have any of it. She's more like, where the hell are you going? That's what she's thinking. Maybe you are too, but we're going here. Now, if you remember the quests, one was go to the cheese factory. Oh, it's reminded me that actually a cheese factory is not called that, is it? We call it a dairy. So it's a bit of an oversight on me. So I don't know if you've been screaming, what do you mean cheese factory? It's called a dairy. Well, yeah, I've remembered it's called a dairy. But it's pretty common in German to combine, well, here's an example here. Fabric, I think, that's like factory, right? And so it's like Käsefabric, maybe. I'm not exactly sure if that's right. But that, so maybe I saw that and that was making me think cheese factory. But really it is, we call it a dairy. But here, this is great. This is the Deutsches Hut Museum. Culture fabrics. A culture fabric, in my mind, it probably means museum. It's like a culture factory. What is a museum if it's not a culture factory? And this is the Deutsches Hut Museum. And a hoot is a hat, if you can see up there. They've got all the different hats. So I thought this would be fun because the weather's pretty bad. And we've been already hiking around a lot. So I thought, let's go check out some culture at the culture fabric. Alright, well, yeah, I'm getting good vibes about this. There's literally no one in here. And the first exhibit is this, which is just some straw. There wasn't enough food, so they were hungry. So basically they used the kind of old bits of the straw, the stalks, sorry. They braided them together and sewed them into straw hats. A few different styles. There is no machine that can produce a finished hat, whether it is a lady's hat, a man's hat, or a straw or felt hat. AI cannot make hats. What is it? He's got his little hat on there, hasn't he? Let's the fashion show begin, I guess. That's a vibe, I think. Kind of Amish sort of style, but I like that. Alright, got another one out. I think this is not finished because it's at like a kind of workstation thing. That's pretty cool, isn't it? It goes with my hoodie actually as well. Yeah, I think this one's not done. We could get one like this, like a felt hat. I think that's what it is. Oh, there's some, I don't know exactly what this is. This might be a sort of little kind of autistic. It's quite nice, I like that. The Matalot. So that reminds me of like when they're watching cricket and stuff like that, isn't it? Is that kind of thing? Or like a sort of, that kind of little bar in the sunshine in a little English village. These are, I guess, the different weaves that you can do. Rustic split, that's pretty cool. I like that actually. Look at the very intricate patterns. Then you've got that one. Isn't that the one where you're on safari or? And then this one's more like to go watch the horse racing. And then this difficult situation continues because the Matalot, that was the cricket hat, becoming old-fashioned in the mid-1920s. What a shame! Imagine that. You put all this effort into coming up with this hat, and then people decide, hats and people, people decide that it's no longer in fashion. What a great image this is. Look at that, hats and people. In Lagenbach, you can still find a lively hat culture. The German hat queen is elected here every 2 years. She does not have a crown, but evidently wears a hat instead. Yeah, I mean, that's an option. Don't think I'm gonna wear that one. So sad. Lagenbach grows and has almost 10,000 inhabitants in 1970, but the great age of the hat industry is over now. R.I.P. hat industry. Well, here's another one of these things. Germans love this, right? So it's basically put your hand in here. What is that? I think it's that sort of stuff that they've got there. I don't know what that's called though. Yeah, like netting. And then you get to do this. It's great for YouTube. It's this. Drallon. Yeah, then you got here the wooden hats. Like this is the same thing with clogs. Surely it's just better not to have anything, is it, than to have a wooden hat. or to have wooden shoes. It's like your feet are better at walking than wooden shoes, and your hair is better at just everything than a wooden hat, I would say. I mean, that's cool. She looks cute in that. I think big, like oversized sort of look. Or, I don't know about that one. Maybe this one too. I think I like that oversized sort of look. It kind of frames the face quite nicely. Bit of practice of this. Not sure how this is. I don't really know how that's hat related to this, but got a nice looking clamp here though. Look at that. Oh. Yeah. Oh, we'll do it. Let's put that back in there. I think that's okay. I'll just put that back in there. Don't tell anyone about that. That's fine. Right, let's leave this area. I thought this was a wooden hat you could wear, so I was like, oh, I'll pick that up, and the whole thing fell apart. So this is, I guess, making hat molds. Yeah, the hood form, you see. The hat pressing, it says. And I think this might be like, look, this is how hard you have to press. Should we see if we can do it? Oh my God. Oh, it's pretty hard. Oh, I didn't do it. I didn't quite get to the bottom. Let's try again. Well, I've only got one hand as well. All right, let's try again. Oh yeah, that's it. We did it. We did it. All the training's been paying off. Are you able to do the hand press? Yeah, just about. Just about I am. And here's where those, here you go. That was the felt one we were looking at. Then you have to put it in this thing. I think that, you know that thing it said that the machines can't do it or whatever. It's like, you could definitely engineer like a robot thing which does this. I bet they do. It can't be hand making every single hat. Like, I bet in China they're mass producing hats. There must be. Like what you're telling me, like all of these hats have been handmade in this picture. Don't believe it. He was one of the guys that made the hats around here. Nice moustache, doesn't he? He hasn't got too bad fangs, where he's looked after his fangs. So we've seen that was manufacture, history and making, and now we're going to go up for the fashion. I feel like it's been written by some kind of a hat professor, like a hat professor in the ivory tower. It's like, this is not right. Headgear is as old as mankind itself. Like, no, I don't think so. Really? What, did we have headgear before we had fire and stuff? I feel like it's quite low down on the priorities. It tells and reveals fascinating stories, not only about the people who wear it, but also about the culture and society in general. Yeah, I mean, yeah, a bit, but like, again, it's like, you've studied hats too much if you think, you can say that about anything if you study enough. It's like, this is the key to revealing, you know, the truths about society. It's like, well, no, you've just been studying it a lot, so you think everything's hats. As it quite naturally pertained to the head for such a long time, we are still able to interpret and understand its signals and messages, even in a more and more hatless society. And that's it, that's what's happened, isn't it? Now we live in a hatless society. Where's my hat, you know? Are you wearing a hat? No. Maybe you are, but probably not. Yeah, I've been digging into the YouTube statistics and it says 90% of my viewers don't wear hats. So this is from Macau, this is from Mexico, this one's from Thailand, this one is from Cuba, and then this one is from Java. I would probably just wear this one, the Thailand one actually, because it's not so, I feel like you can just kind of get away with that one. Sure, you know, you're wearing a sombrero, you're gonna attract a lot of attention. I feel like this you could blend in. What the hell is this? Like a hat vortex. We're in. Whoever's made this has definitely had a vision, didn't they? Imagine like pitching this to the museum. We're gonna make a hat vortex, and everyone's gonna love it. I mean, I do love it. But this is an artist's brain. This is a cool display, though. I think they put a lot of good attention into this. Look, they've made it so it's like a proper building site. Even look, this is super cool. Just look at the details. It's like here, they're tiling here. And there are construction people. And then once they finish tiling, it becomes like the medical kind of sterile environment. Everyone takes their hat off. Her hat's so nice. Everyone else has to take their hats off, apart from her. No, I see only the men take their hats off. That's the etiquette, and the women keep their hats on. But wait, what's going on with this arm then? You've forgotten to pick your hat up or something, is it? What? Or you think, Oh no, she's got her arm up as well. So that's the etiquette, although he's put the hat down. These guys have it up. I feel like putting it up seems best. And then as a woman, you just put your hand up, but she's just putting it on her chin. I'd say women should put it on the chin and men should lift it up. So we're going to try on some of these hats now.
I show you.
Okay, well this guy's just told me that...
Standing from here, then it's looking better.
Okay.
I show you.
Just came out of nowhere, that guy, pretty crazy guy, I think. Here you go. It makes me seem whimsical. Getting a bit bored of it now. Almost you can't even really see where it ends and my hair begins with this one. I'm losing interest pretty rapidly. What's in the box? It's a hat. I see. I wonder what's in this box. Oh yeah, look, it's a hat. It's like an advent calendar of hats. But yeah, I'm bored now, so let's get out of here and go to the shop. Where is my hat? We have a hat. That's not my hat. Yeah, so it was pretty good. I think it was probably just a bit too many hats at the end of it. And I tried a lot, and I don't even really wear hats, I don't think. Yeah, so that was called enjoy my life, I think. I guess that's what that was, enjoy my life. Unscheduled, unquested stop. Pretty good, pretty enjoyable. Rating, now let's see. I think the thing is I should have quit a bit earlier, because like now I'm thinking, oh, it's 5 or something, because I'm just a bit tired and done with it. But I think there were definitely moments in there where I was having a great time, especially when I first got in. So I reckon overall it's probably about an 8, to be honest. Definitely one of the better museums I've been to. But now I'm just like not really. Now I don't know, never want to see another hat again. Yeah, I decided to get a bit of this 12-month cheese from the fridge and just eat that to make me cheer myself up a bit. A bit of this, a bit of apple shoal, it'll be right as rain. Just prepare yourself, I guess, that it will end. Everything has to end, and this is the time for that to happen is rapidly approaching. Yeah, so I can't remember exactly what I was saying, but there was that guy there. It's a waterfall, and it also says it's closed to geschlossen. So I thought, well, you know, just for poetry, we'd come check out the geschlossen waterfall. And yeah, immediately that guy was like, no mate, it's gesperrt, it's gesperrt. And I was like, oh yeah, I know that means the same. Probably got to bring all the water back round, isn't it? Every year they have to go, right, let's get the water, put it back up to the top, so that we can do another season for it, make some money. So we're here, and here's the thing we were trying to walk to. He says we can't get to that, but there is. He said we can walk down the road here, and then maybe down here. He said there's some woods. I don't understand how it's closed. You know, it's not closed, is it? It's still there. It's just you won't let me look at it. So, yeah. Yeah, so they don't want you to go in there, I guess. But that's roughly the way. But maybe we'll just keep walking around and we can find something. Oh, yeah, there you go. Look, you can see. That's not too bad from what you can see, is it? Kind of left that waterfall area. I mean, you probably could have snuck through there, I guess. Just didn't really want to have to deal with seeing that guy again after he told me he's gesperrt. Didn't want him to have to tell me twice. I've seen on the map anyway, if we walk up here about 20 minutes, then there's some other waterfall, so we'll just look at that one. It might be, this might be the final waterfall. A little sad, isn't it? But we'll see. Maybe we can have a little drink of it. Here's someone's given up their human protocol. Should have probably gone left back then, but that doesn't make much sense, does it? Anyway, on the map, this is, I don't think this is really a footpath anymore, but I think maybe if we cut through these trees, we can get back to where we're meant to be. Seems fairly navigable, I'd say. It's not like one of those really dense forests where they haven't finished filling it out with the little trees from the other place yet, have they? Oh my God, fallen over again. Yeah, judging by the map, I think this is the path running down. We can try this, hopefully it's not too slippy. It does seem pretty slippy. Yeah, no, we're doing all right. Look, we're doing all right on that. Just hopefully the dog doesn't foil our plans. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it looks similar to kind of garlic family, but it might be some super poisonous thing. I don't really know. It doesn't smell like garlicky or, you know, oniony, so we'll leave that. Okay, so take all of this information with, well, more than a pinch of Salzburg. It might be a white butterbur, and the internet seems to be telling me, well, Japanese butterbur, they make tempura from the flowers, so possibly it's edible. But then apparently in like more English speaking things, we say, you know, definitely some parts of it at least are poisonous. So we're definitely not going to be eating this because I don't really know what it is, but possibly a white butterbur. Let me know if you know what it is or you think it's something else. Well, look, we've made it to some path. Not 100% if this is actually public path, but it's a path. Yeah, I mean the path is pretty off season here. It's like there isn't, I mean, there's trees all falling down, it's super muddy. But I can see there's some footprints there using my the tracking skills that we learned earlier. I'd say that's a human, or at least Homo species track. Could be Neanderthal. So I guess we're good to go. A few more of our shelf fungus here. Yeah, here we can see the limestone. It's been wet, kind of eroded by the water. Yeah, these pools have been carved out of the limestone. Just by the sheer force, the raw power. Wow. This feels pretty dangerous to just be underneath here, to be honest, but this looks cool. Looks like just pretty much just like rocks and mud. I don't really trust it. Yeah, let's not stand under here, I think. Oh yeah, but Neanderthal's been this way anyway, so we're okay. The other ones we've seen, they've been going down, you know, it'd be more running down the rocks, but this is legit like falling. Yeah, so we managed to get a few drops of that. I think it's it's a pretty nice way to round up the waterfall tour, really. Like, we've seen a lot of different ones. This one's a particular favourite, I'd say. I really love the dynamism of it. It's like very, you know, look how far it's getting propelled away from the rock. We could go underneath it. We could have a few water drops. I mean, it'd make a lovely shower. That's for sure. I mean, you can see I'm glistening a little bit. Oh yeah, and this one's called the Halber Fall, and I would rate it, I mean, it's up there, isn't it? I would say definitely a 9, I reckon. Maybe even a 10, because I think you could swim here, I bet, on a sunny day. I'm going to say it's a 10. Finish on a 10. Yeah, the Halber Fall, I think, has to be a 10 though, because we had the top access. We could see it proper shooting off. I'm a little concerned by the material though. It's not limestone anymore, is it? I was wrong when I said that. It's like, it almost looks like kind of concrete, you know, like pebble dash. So I'm surprised that can hold us, but you know, it's done the job for now, hasn't it? And that waterfall looks like it's been running for a while. The other humans have put this bridge in for us so we can get through and have a more varied walk. It's just literally just a H-beam or I-beam with a bit of bloody drain pipe or scaffolding handrails. Genius. Got a nice bit of flex in it actually as well. I probably shouldn't do that, I don't want to break it. So I'm grateful for the bridge builders, for you know, and the engineers and stuff like that, for making all of this infrastructure which you can enjoy. There you go. The other Humanite tub was geschlossen, but this one is geöffnet. So they've got a fairly decent amount of wood here, haven't they? Very well organised as well. God, that's a big bit, isn't there? Look at that one. Gonna go. Oh, gonna go up. Can you get there? Yeah, up. Yeah, there you go. There's you can see the scale now. Very good. And sit pretty. Can you sit pretty? Sit pretty? Yeah, well done. Thanks for showing us the scale, Cokes. Really appreciate it. You wanna come down? Look at that. This one's even bigger, I think. My God. I think it's like, you know, milk and cheese makes you strong. Look, and here you can see the seasons. I mean, these are definitely the old ones, those dark ones, I think. And then maybe these more orangey ones are the newest ones, but then it seems a bit of a weird order. Maybe that just gets a bit more sun there or something. This is all the same season, but that bit's dried out a bit more. It's cool to see, isn't it? So he's maybe got like, what, 1, 2, you know, at least probably 3, maybe 4 years worth of it there. Yeah, so here's what the geschlossen one looks like. So I guess it's like we kind of only get to see one chunk of it, isn't it? You get a double. It's like seeing our one twice, so it's slightly better, but you know, you'd have to pay for it and there'd be loads of people there probably, so.
But with all the love I give you, it's never enough. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. Oh, I know you will miss me when I'm gone.
I've had an incredible time doing the Deutsche Alpenstrasse from Schönau am Königssee to Lindau am Bodensee. The trip's taken 5 days and was done in early March. I've had a great time making all these videos for you and for me really, and I hope you've had a great time watching it and enjoying them. And yeah, I'm grateful to each and every one of you for watching them, especially if you watch the whole thing. I'd like to apologize to you all for calling you lazy, apathetic losers, even if it might be true for some of you. Just know when I say that, it comes from a place of love, and I'm just joking with you. I hope you've learned a lot. German, geology, what's it called? Alternative history, or pseudo-historical facts, perhaps? Historical fiction. You know, there's plenty of words for it. Nonsense, it's kind of what I like to call it. There's nothing wrong inherently with watching YouTube. In fact, it's great. It's a wonderful educational resource. I've learned a lot of things through it. I think it is important to remember to try and get outside from time to time, even if you eventually do go back in and keep watching YouTube. I think, you know, if you get to somewhere in your life, I know none of you asked for advice, but I mean, I didn't ask for facts on a walking tour, but you still get them, isn't it? You don't always get what you want, but a bit of advice, which I've learned, and you know, maybe you have too, just throughout the journey, or maybe you're just going to pick it up now when I lay it out clearly in a single expression. If the first waterfall you get to is geschlossen, carry on a little further up the trail, and maybe you'll find yourself one that's geöffnet. I've definitely learned a lot about storytelling and cinematography, and I'd like to continue with this on some other journeys, and hopefully if you enjoyed it, then you'll come along with me as well. I mean, it's a free it's a free sitting tour. I can't really market it any better than that. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to get up. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to pay anything. So the only reason not to do it is if you don't want to. We've got some other adventures, not really planned, but potential ones that might happen. Bit of the Camino de Santiago, possibly North Coast 500, and there's one also on the west coast of Ireland. So there's definitely more content coming. If you could figure out some kind of way where you would just know when the content comes out, then maybe that's a good idea to do if you want to stay up to date with it. Yes. Yeah, and please feel free to give me some feedback. You know, let me know what you liked, what you didn't like, what I could do better, because this is my first time doing this, and I don't know, I've really enjoyed it, and I'd just like to get better at it. Yeah, so I think you all know there's only one thing left to do. Oh, it's the free sitting tour. Oh, it's the free sitting tour. While you're lying in bed, just one video more.